Chapter 4. Danger for the Pups. Each morning when Kaya awoke, she thought first of Lone Dog. She dressed and left the teepee even before her grandmother began to sing her morning prayers. Kaya loved spending time with the puppies before the work of the day began. "Toss me away, Lone Dog," Kaya called softly as she approached the den in the early mist. It's me again." Every day a surprise awaited her, and the puppies grew and changed. After the pups had opened their eyes, they learned to use their stubby legs to creep about. Once they could walk around their den, they began sniffing it too, and sniffing each other. Then their baby teeth began to show, and chewing on one another's ears and paws became their pastime. And soon after they began to chew, their hearing developed. Now, as Kaya approached them, the puppies turned toward her voice. The largest pup, which she called Tatlo, because he still made her think of the ground squirrel, peeked over the side of the nest. "Are you glad to see me?" Kaya asked Lone Dog, who lay among her puppies. Lone Dog's tail wagged as Kaya patted her and then stroked Tatlo's soft little ears. As Kaya stroked the three other pups, Lone Dog jumped out of the nest and took the bone Kaya had brought her. She carried it off a short way and lay down to chew on it. She was leaving her puppies more and more often, though she still stayed nearby to protect them. Of course, the puppies didn't like their mother leaving them, even for a little while. They yipped and pawed the sides of the nest, trying to call her back to them. Enjoying her bone, Lone Dog ignored their whimpers and cries. "Hush, hush," Kaya crooned to them. "Your mother needs a rest. She'll come to you soon enough." With his paws on the edge of the nest, Tatlo watched Lone Dog contentedly munch the bone. The pup impatiently scratched harder and harder, wanting to follow her, but he got his hind feet going too, and managed to creep higher. For a moment, he tethered on the edge of the nest, then thrust himself over and tumbled out. His high-pitched yelp brought Lone Dog to his side. She licked her startled pup to calm him. Tatlo's wail excited the other pups to more frantic yipping. Kaya knew that very soon they learned how to follow their brother out of the nest. "How will you take care of the pups when they can't roam about?" Kaya mused aloud. Lone Dog's yellow eyes gazed into hers. She seemed to be saying, "I'll teach them to come back to the safe place if there's trouble." Kaya scratched Lone Dog behind her ears. But what if a coyote trails them?" she asked. "What if a bear finds your den?" Lone Dog nudged Tatlo back into the nest, then jumped in after him. The pups swarmed over their mother as she laid down again to nurse them. She rested on her side, her eyes still on Kaya. She seemed to be saying, "They'll obey me. Wait, you'll see." "I like to wait," Kaya said, "but I have to join the others now. I'll come back as soon as I can." Kaya ran all the way to the stream, where the women and girls were splashing in the icy water before taking their morning sweat bath. Beside the sweat lodge, a fire burned on the pile of stones, heating them red hot. Each was pushing some glowing stones into the lodge to warm it, while the others swam. Kaya undressed and joined them. Well, when everyone had crowded into the dimly lit lodge, Itza pulled a deerskin over the doorway. Then she sprinkled cold water onto the heated stones. They sizzled and popped, sending up a cloud of steam. The women and girls joined in a song of thanks and praise to Grandfather Sweat Lodge for helping them and guarding them against illness. Hugging her knees, Kaya sat beside her grandmother. "I was looking for you, granddaughter," Katza said. "Where were you?" She rubbed her shoulders and arms with the soft tips of the fir branches that covered the floor. I want to see the puppies again," Kaya said. Already she felt sweat running off her face and down her back. "How's the Lone Dog behaving now?" Kaya's grandmother asked, handing her a handful of the sweet-smelling fur to scrub herself. She likes me to visit her, Kaya murmured. Although her grandmother had given her permission to feed Lone Dog, Kaya knew she didn't really trust the dog. Her pups are getting big and fat. Tots, Kaya said. Soon she'll start to wean them. Then they'll join our dog pack, and the lone dog lets them. Kaya leaned closer to her grandmother. Sometimes lone dogs seem to be talking to me with her eyes, she whispered. Do you believe me? Uh-huh, Katya said right away. I believe you. Animals talk to us in many, many ways. But I mean, she really speaks to me, too, Kaya whispered even more softly. Katya sat with her head bent, silently breathing in the cleansing steam. After a time, she said, I'm thinking about my mother. When she was a girl, she received a wolf spirit, and after that she could talk with wolves. One day, when she was very old, a wolf trotted along the trail where she was picking berries. The wolf was sad because her puppies had died. My mother was very sorry for the wolf. She asked the wolf if she could help her. The wolf told her that she was leaving the mountains and refused to help. But then she gave my mother the gift of her wolf power. That power made my mother even stronger. The wolf spoke to her? Kaya asked. Like Lone Dog speaks to me? All creatures have wisdom to share with us, Katya said. Soon you'll prepare for your vision quest, and I hope you receive a Waikin of your own. If you do, you must always listen closely to what it tells you. Uh-huh, Kaya said. With all her heart, she hoped to be ready for a vision quest, which she received with wolf power, as her great-grandmother had. As Kaya tried to imagine that, Ita pulled aside the deerskin covering the door and signaled everyone to leave the steamy lodge and plunge into the stream again. You're too old to quarrel like this, Kaya said to the twins. Listen to me and do as I say. She held Wing Feather by one hand and Sparrow by the other. The little boys had been wrestling playfully on the hillside when their game suddenly became too rough. Sparrow tried to pull his hand from her grasp. Wing Feather scowled. We lost most of our arrows, he said. If you make us some more, I promise we won't fight over them. Uh-huh, Kaya said. If you sit there quietly, I'll make more arrows for you. She sighed as she cut some straight twigs from an elderberry bush. Her little brothers were full of energy and full of tricks. Ita told Kaya to take care of them even more often, now that she couldn't dig roots with the other girls and women. But the twins didn't pay enough attention to Kaya's warnings. Kaya wished she could teach the boys to obey her as easily as Lone Dog had taught her pups. Usually, it took the dog no more than a soft growl or a shake to bring her troublesome pups in line again. Like the twins, the pups romped and rustled and tugged and chased one another all day. But sometimes Lone Dog gave a special growl that meant, take cover! Then they tumbled back into the den where they were safe from bobcats or an eagle hovering overhead. She taught her pups well, Kaya thought as she finished cutting notches in the arrows. Here, boys, Kaya said. I made 2 arrows for each of you. You can go hunting again. Wing Feather had fallen asleep on the soft grass, his hand tucked into his baby moccasin. Which he always kept with him. He rolled onto his back and rubbed his eyes with it. Katsi yow yow, he said, reaching for the little arrows. Kaya looked around for Sparrow. He'd been lying on his stomach by his brother, but now he was nowhere to be seen. Is that bothersome boy hiding from me again? Kaya asked Wing Feather. I have to find him. Do you know which way he might have gone? Wing Feather's lower lip stuck out. He should have waited for me. I told him we couldn't visit the puppies without you, buddy. Puppies! Kaya's pulse sped. She imagined Sparrow sneaking up on Lone Dog's den, determined to touch the pups. She didn't believe that Lone Dog would hurt the boy, but she couldn't be certain. She knew only that she had to get her to her brother as fast as she could. Come on, she said. She grabbed Wing Feather's hand and started running. Kaya and her little brother rushed down the path alongside the stream. Then they turned around up the long, steep hillside. Lone Dog's den was on the far side of the hill, hidden from view by underbrush. Kaya paused on the crest of the hill to look for Sparrow. In a moment, she saw him coming around the base of the hill below her. He was running as silently as a shadow as he'd been taught. He was going to get to the den before she could. When Lone Dog chased him away with a nip, Kaya could barely make out the entrance of the den. Something dark moved there, but it didn't look like a dog. But Kaya realized that a bear was digging at the opening of the den, trying to get at the hidden puppies. And running uphill, Sparrow wouldn't be able to see the bear until he reached the clearing. "Stay here," Kaya commanded Wingfeather, as she took off racing for the den as fast as she could. But it was like running in a bad dream. Her feet felt as if they were weighted with stones. She didn't shout for Sparrow to stay back, but because she didn't want to startle the bear. If it turned on her little brother, it could kill him with a single swipe of its sharp claws. Then the bear heard Sparrow coming. It swung around and lumbered away from the den, its huge head swaying, its jaws wide. Just at that moment, Sparrow burst into the clearing. He saw the bear and skidded to a halt, but he scrambled toward the den as if he wanted to crawl into it with the puppies. But there was no way for him to hide from the bear, which was heading right for him.